Cool. Hello, everybody. We're live, I think. It's been a little bit. I can never start one of these off professionally. Sorry, 1 second. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I would have called it a final stream, except a few minutes before the stream started, I found out I had to go somewhere at 5 o'clock. So there's no possible way we're going to get through all 4 of these today.
Universe says no.
Yeah, exactly. As soon I'm like, I'm going to do an extra long stream today. We got this. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I had something going on later today. I should check what time that is. It was 5 o'clock. So, as you already heard, I hope you heard, Dempsey's here with me today. And,
Hi, guys.
we just have to actually get into it now. Because we have very little time. So, how do I do this again? Nope, there we go. All right, we've got 3 spots left that are not the one that's reserved for me. And, well, I guess we just spin and see what happens.
Let's spin.
Yep. All right. Also, so the thing, oh, wow. Thank you, awesome JJ Ranger. I totally forgot about the formatting. It's been a long while since I did one of these. If
I'm not sure if my voice is coming through, by the way.
Is it not? It says you're coming through.
Chat, put a 1 if you can hear me. Oh, it is now.
Okay.
I couldn't hear it before on the stream, but it is now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just a character. Please use the following format.
I like that. Or not to be.
Well, I just want to
Now-
type. I can't.
I hate to say this, but that... I don't want to suggest a podcast character, but that's the face B2, what I expect Champagne to be when Benny's saying one of his weird, crazy stories. Just he gets partly through it and he's just like... You say what?
All right, so yep, our next one is not to be, which is to
Let's skip
be,
it.
because the wheels got all messed up from when we did the collab stream, and so I'm like, well, we got 3 left. Let's just give silly names to them. So we have to be, which is labeled as not to be. We have B4, which is labeled as prior to, and then we have C4, which is labeled as highly explosive.
I
So-
think if it's not to be, we skip it and go on to another one.
So leave your character suggestions down in the chat, and we will soon pick a person to be. I think we also have prior suggestions for to be, but I could be wrong. D2, B1, B3, B4, C4, 2. Nope, I was wrong. Nobody has suggested anything for B2 yet. So, you all
Oh, I
have-
got one.
You all have free reign
Sorry.
to suggest anyone. Just get, like use your best judgment and make appropriate choices for characters. All right, who do we have so far? I saw Sebastian Solis. I added letters. Sebastian Solis.
I copied your whole message and just blocked it down with character suggestions, so there we go. With my suggestion in it. Because I didn't read, I just copied and pasted.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll be
That's
honest, I
real.
copy and pasted what was it called? I copy and pasted Austin JJ Rangers because I didn't feel like typing all that out.
Yeah, I thought the backer blitz, the Baku and Blitzo fusion I did the other day. I'm gonna put that in the list. Because that would be quite interesting to see. A, drawn in another style because it's like a completely new character. And B, I just wanted to just put the name down because I like it. Yeah. It's just got a nice ring to it.
You've been going live more often in like the last week or so, right?
Yeah, I have a combination of things. Not enough time to make a video with work and other things going on. Everything's a bit hectic family-wise and stuff.
That's fair.
Just all in the air. But also, while I'm paying the extra for StreamYard now, I'm making the most of it. Yeah. And where it takes 4 hours to do a single artwork, and then I can't actually do any talking or recording story and lore, I can do 4 hours on a live stream and come up with a final piece and then just natter with everybody. So I'm trying to compensate not being able to do videos with live streams. So whenever I'm in and I've got some time spare and I don't have anything to work on, because there's a video Friday, but this Friday coming up, but there wasn't last Friday, it's just a case of, I'll just go live, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can maybe, or there's hopefully a time I'm free, because Mondays are a little iffy for me when you usually stream, so maybe I can join one if you would like. Yeah,
that's cool. Just if I'm on one and you just want to join, just let me know in chat. Or, I mean, you're an admin, you can just jump in and join and just randomly show up, to be honest. You just got to find the stream and jump into it. You got like the rights in the back end of the
whole stream. Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't just randomly jump in on you like that.
Just put, hey, I made it, just as you suddenly appear and go, hey, I made it.
And then we spend the next 5 minutes trying to just figure out my audio issues.
Yeah. And then we just turn and go, KyngPin, yeah, it's set them back to default. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it refuses to stay like that, but hopefully I can fix that or remember that next time. All right, like I said, because we are pressed for time, we are going to let's give another 2 minutes on the clock for anyone to suggest their characters. We have enough now for a poll, but if anyone else would like to get them in, there was one I totally missed. Okay, now I think we've got everything. Nope, keep missing them. Okay, I apologize. I was looking out specifically for the format. So if you all want to suggest a character, try your best to use the format above. It just makes it stand out in the chat, and that way I can, there's no chance I miss it. However, I see video ideas popping up that I want to write down.
Yes, I think I need to get you to make one of those Google forms.
Yeah, it seems like it would be very helpful. However, I feel like I have to maybe put a limit on the amount of times people can fill it out per stream, or else I would have like 30 new form fill outs just from Nikolai alone.
You can export them to a CSV after the stream, or after the stream alone, and then you can clear all the responses from it and you'll have it all in a Google spreadsheet. Or you can limit it responses to people to like one response or something, so they can only do one submission suggestion during a stream, and then they'd have to wait till it clears to do it for your next one.
Gotcha.
But the forms have those options. So like on my stream on Friday, just beforehand, I had cleared the entire form out Thursday night, and anything that's gone in there now is fresh. I've got it archived off as a CSV, linked straight to Google Sheets straight away. Drops all the info in, and then you're done, sorted.
Gotcha.
So a quick export and a quick clear out, and then it's fresh for people. And I'm going to do that once every 2 to 4 weeks, maybe monthly, maybe every 2 weeks, just depending on how many get in there, just to keep it small doses, so I can. I don't get overwhelmed with it to start with until it gets larger. But yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. And Cyrus Coulter, I saw your what is it called? Message. Yes, if you are able to provide a reference to your OC, then OCs are totally acceptable. We got quite a few on here. We got, I'm not going to count mine, but we got Pop Crosses, Vens, Bens,
Mine.
Galahound, Dempsey's, Knights, Nerds. We got quite a lot of OCs on here, which is really cool. But we got
OCs on there as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Arcs. Angelic Demon down here. Yeah.
Yeah, D5.
All right. So we have also, I just want to give everybody a preview as to how my video suggestions are currently written out. It's just a whole bunch of sticky notes in my sketchbook from previous streams. So
yeah, mine's a list in Notion, like a whole massive database list, and then I've got the spreadsheet with the ones that aren't even in there yet.
Yeah, yours might be a little more organized. There are sticky notes on top of sticky notes in here. It's insane.
That's a feat. I have to say, I've never managed to get sticky notes on top of sticky notes on top of sticky notes before.
All right, what is this? It's B2. It's like a flustered kind of expression.
It's like, I would see that more as just a nuisance. Like someone's just gotten on your nerves. You just heard something that you just can't believe. It's like a disbelief expression. It's like a really.
Yeah, that's a good word. Character. I gotta. All right.
I've seen it. I've seen it, Ark. I saw it up in the chat just as you typed it again. Ark's asking what to draw. I'm out of ideas lately, so I'll let you do it. It's your stream.
How kind.
You're like, damn it! Come on, somebody do it for me.
I don't have enough things. Draw a steampunk.
Hamburger talking to a chili dog.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, I just threw that at the end to be random.
Nah,
I just sort of thought of hamburger talking to a chili dog after you went a steampunk, and I want to see if Ark actually draws it now.
No, wait. Steampunk hamburger talking to a cyberpunk chili dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everyone's chiming in with different steampunk, whatchamacallsums, prompts. All right, poll is set up.
Have you seen Ark's comment?
What the hell
did I do to you, Dempsey? Nothing. Yeah, I just thought you want a challenge, you know.
All right. Poll for B2 is going up. Make sure to cast your votes. 6 minutes are on the clock. At the end of those 6 minutes, we will decide on the winner. And 15 minutes into the stream, we'll actually get started.
Yeah, I'm not expecting mine to win, but it's nice to see it on the list. I had to vote for it, so, you know,
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how low it goes. Oh, wow. They've all gone at like 25%.
Yeah, they're all...
That's it, you got to fuse them all into a picture.
Oh, God.
You're like, no, please don't make this more complicated.
I just need one more vote to off-balance it.
Yeah, I voted, so I can't.
Inkman Studios, question for you both. What did you guys think about the Minecraft movie trailer?
I cringed.
It looked horrifying. I did not like how it looked.
No, it's not the fact that it's Jack Black and Jason Momoa, although Jason Momoa looked absolutely ridiculous in it. I mean, I was like...
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, okay, then. He's supposed to be from the Minecraft game, the big guy in the pink shirt that goes around with Jack Black being like the main character type aspect, I think.
Huh?
But it's the 3D graphics for the animals and the expressions that look like it was just a really I don't know what's happened. We've gone from amazing graphics in kids things like even Shark Boy and Lava Girl or Spy Kids. Ew, that was terrible. Was a lot better than the Minecraft movie graphics. It's like they took that as a basis and went 4 years backwards.
Yeah, well,
So the only way I can describe the 3D, the environment and stuff, it was like, no.
well, yeah, it's Warner Brothers. They're not quite capable of making good financial decisions.
It's not even financial decisions. It's like, even if they just put it as a cartoon world like Animaniacs or Looney Tunes, it'll be 10 times better than what they did for that.
I know. It's not... I don't know why they thought live action was the way to go, because they all look... nothing in that movie
looks in place.
Yes, exactly.
It offends the eyes because it is so bad of a green screen. You think a green screen kid was doing a YouTube short.
It is.
That's the only way to describe it. It's like someone doesn't know what they're doing and just plopped it on top. First short with a green screen, put something in the background, and then expected to go major. And you're like, no.
It
just doesn't look right.
It is Cat's level of Uncanny Valley.
Oh, yeah, that's just going to be insane.
I don't know why they decided that was a good idea. Because it wasn't. It wasn't a good idea at all.
No. I just want to change the subject slightly. Ben says, KyngPin, is that a tyrant clone of Knight breaking into your house? However, I would like to point out, Ben says, I'm probably going to go because I'm at Santa's village. So you're talking about breaking into people's houses with stuff while you're at Santa's village. You're on the naughty list, so you're going to get a sack of coal and let me know how heavy it is, please, at the end of it. Just making the correlation between the two. I'm at Santa's village, I gotta go. By the way, is something breaking into your house for me? Cheers.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Me and the tyrant clone of Knight are cool. We played video games together today.
Yeah, I saw that. That was quite cool.
Yeah, we gotta get you and Nerd on at some point too.
Yeah, we played that on the celebration stream, didn't we? That game. It looked. I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh,
Well, we did a stream ages ago. We did a stream with that T-shirt one because we were all,
yeah.
I think we were drawing on something and we were all like, oh my god, our designs are terrible. And we put the T-shirts next to each other and it was like, how are we not winning?
Yeah, that one's a fun game. I really liked it. But you're big on Lethal Company, so I'd love to explore that game.
Oh
again.
yeah, I haven't played that in absolutely ages. Every time I try to get to the time zones, get us. I tried to do it last night and it's just things came up, which was a nightmare. But have you played the new version, 64?
I have not played it since like May. It was like 3 months ago, according to YouTube.
Yeah, about the same as me then. I know loads of tricks for it. I haven't tried it with my new internet yet, but I recommend having it as the vanilla game with only 2 mods. The HD version, so it's a bit more better for you to see visually, and then the sell my scrap, so you can sell it all at one go. At least those 2 mods for quality of life, and then just go for it. It's just going to be insane.
I'll have to look into those. Writing that suggestion in my book instead of on a sticky note made me feel very important.
Yeah. I just put a note. I remember doing that. I did 2 videos on that because I turned Venom into an SCP. It was fun, but I'd love to see what you come up with for it.
Yeah. Because I also remembered you did the I forget exactly what the topic was, but you did the extra video when the mob vote came out recently. Not recently, but like...
Yeah, I think I turned them into D&D characters.
That was it. Yeah, it was like that or mages. The penguin looked really
because
cool.
the penguin's the arcade mage, and then I made what's the armadillo? I made it something else. I can't remember what I made them, but the crab was like a giant. I turned it into like a giant weird humanoid crab type creature that they had in the game. Kind of like I went through D&D Beyond and I looked for classes and stuff. But yeah, that'll be fun to do. That's a good monster from the book I've got. I'll use that.
Yeah. All right. 6 minutes are up. Let's end the poll. Looks like Vegeta is our winner. And there are some questions in the chat that I want to get to. Where were they?
Yeah, that's cool.
Ark asks, may I do a skip, KyngPin? I'm assuming you're talking about the prompt we gave you, if you could skip it and get a new one.
Oh, no. It means a skit. So he does skits. Like, he takes
skit.
characters. That's like, yeah. It's often, and somehow it autocorrects something to skit. But when Ark says that, I've seen it in my stream, it normally means do a skit like Nexum or Wildfire or one of the characters to be read out or something in the thing. I haven't done a few in the last stream, but well, I did one in the last stream, but yeah, yeah. I think Ark means a skit.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I still got the stitches in my mouth from the teeth removal, so I can't promise it'll be an 100% accurate voice, but I shall give it my best shot. Just shared the stream with my friend's server. Awesome. Thank you, awesome JJ Ranger.
I'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Sounds good. KyngPin, are we going to do an art showcase for this stream? That's hard to say, only because I have to be somewhere at a definite time today. So I will play it by ear, I think, depending on how far we get, because I agreed to help somebody with something, so I really don't want to be late to that. And because of that, I'm also going to keep an eye on it. Just in case anything changes. But yes. We're going to play the art showcase by ear, because I do want to give proper time to everybody who did submit stuff to be shown. And if we are closing in on the time that I have to leave the stream, I don't want to be rushing through it, because that is not fair to all of you who put a bunch of effort into your art. His eyes are very, very angular. Now I'm starting drawing. Awesome, Mark. Can't wait to see it. If I don't get to showcase it on the stream, I will definitely take a look at it afterwards. Yeah, he does. It's kind of very... Everything about Vegeta's face is angular. Weird mouth too. KyngPin, have you seen any of the trailers for Agatha All Along? I just did. I saw one of them yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest. It actually, like, I have not kept up a lot with Marvel. The last one I've seen is I almost said Deadpool and Wolverine. And I don't even remember what the last one I saw before that was. It might have been Spider-Man, if we're being completely honest. But no, that one actually looks really good. I'm actually a little excited to check it out. I believe it premieres Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks pretty creepy. Oh, Loki from Dempsey. I am going to... Ark, I'm going to save that skit for when Dempsey gets back, because he will be able to do a much better Loki voice than I can, considering it's his character. Yeah, it comes out Wednesday. Also, if you haven't, you should watch the Loki show. I've seen the first season. I have not gotten a chance to watch the second one. But I did rather enjoy whatever I just said, the first season. Wow, words are not working for me today. No, I did really enjoy the first season of Loki. I thought it was really good. I don't know. Haven't watched a lot of shows recently. And the last one I did, Umbrella Academy Season 4, was a bit of a letdown. Just gonna say it did not live up to my expectations. If you watched Welcome to Dream World yet? Not yet. Things have been a little crazy life-wise. If you're unaware, I just got a couple of teeth pulled the other day, or last week, and slowly been trying to get back into normal way of things and stuff between that.
Normal way of what?
Life just after the teeth stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pull them all out and then just talk like you're an old man like this.
Yeah. Wow, it has been a long while since I've done these. I feel like I'm no longer equipped to do this.
To do a live stream. Okay, tonight, guys, we're just going to sit here and watch them struggle. So we're changing the stream to struggling on the final four.
If we're able to get to the final four, that'd be nice, but I know it's a lot to ask. Especially since, like, there's got to be grace periods in between them all.
Oh yeah.
For people to vote and everything.
Yeah.
All right, and we have a skit from Arc that involves one of your characters, so.
Oh, okay.
I waited for you to come back.
To do the skit. Okay, I got you. Right. Let's say your voice then, doesn't it? No, okay, so a jet demon. I'm at the beach. Why is an apocalypse happening now? I will rule this realm. Why me? Because you have no power. It's a real shame. We were saying it last night on the stream, actually. Loki was the character based on Go for 88's cat, and they've not been around for absolutely ages. They popped in ages ago, and they disappeared again. And it's like, it's a real shame because it's become like the main villain of the entire storyline, and I haven't seen them in ages.
Right. But that's gonna make when Loki comes back even better.
Yeah, maybe I'll kill him off. As soon as he comes back, I'll have the story written to kill him off. Guys, if you like Loki, you better pray Go for Dude 88 doesn't come back. Plus, his pizza tabs through the roof.
If you
supposed
like
to get everyone
Loki,
pizza when I had
make sure to
1,000
go
subs.
subscribe to Dempsey J Illustrations and watch all the videos twice over, at least.
Yes. Without skipping, I've got a very long 32 episode video for you to watch. In about 3 hours. What have we got? Did you answer Fazbear asking if you've watched Welcome to Dream World yet?
Yes, that was the life got crazy and I'm missing teeth.
Ven says, King, we do interactive streams.
Yes, I was just gonna get to that.
Is this not what we're doing now?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what exactly, in what sense are you asking then? because, I mean, this is pretty interactive. You all get to choose which characters are on the list, so I don't know how you get more interactive than that.
I suppose we say, okay, what's the expression? What's this? And you draw a character from scratch, and they choose the colors and stuff as you go along.
Yeah, I guess I do have a, hopefully, well, could be a series, but it would not be something like this. It would be more like how you have your Fusion series, where you did the Bakugo Blitz in one stream, Millie,
oh, yeah.
Himiko, another one. Same general idea, so a series, but not in the sense of like, hey, part 1 of this chart, part 2 of this chart, part 3 of this chart. So that's what I mean. But I do have an idea. I do have an idea for something. Maybe not immediately after we finish this, because we still need to finish our Uzi drawing, which is now long overdue. It's like 3 weeks ago. Oh my god, doing one stream a week always feels like there's so much time that passes.
Yeah, it does. It seems forever, doesn't it? I like to call those type of streams stream themes, those things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep to artwork a stream, or at least get it to a final point. So like with in like the 3 hours or something, like last night, I got to a point where the last half an hour was just playing around with filters and settings at the end, and the actual core of it was drawn, if that makes sense. So I can always stop at that point, even though it's not polished. It's enough to be like, this is where we got to, and I spent half an hour doing this after the stream, and this is what you got.
Gotcha. And you've been recording them separately, right? I remember you were talking about that
I did the one last night separately. The first one I haven't. I've downloaded the StreamYard. I'm going to try and see what it looks like zooming, because StreamYard records it anyway, so we always get a copy of that at the end of it. So I've been backing them up to my Google Drive, because there's only 50 gigs available. After seeing this one goes, I download it the next day. I re-upload it over my faster internet to my Google Drive, so I've got an archive of all the streams. Because what happens is when it gets to the end of the storage, it'll delete the oldest one.
Ah, okay.
So the way the streams are, they're about between 4 and 7 gigs each. So depending on what's on, last night's was about 7 gigs. So it's a case of that's going to go quite quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, ideally doing a character stream is much better, if you can, on those larger pictures that you do.
Yeah.
Although the one part I wanted of last night's stream, I wasn't recording, and it was how I did the eyes, and I'm like, would have been the best eye tutorial going, how cool they looked at that point.
Yeah, I was there for that part.
I was like, no, I haven't hit record. Right, I'm doing that now. Interactive, almost like what Dempsey does. Ask any of your narrators questions and answer it in so you mean like
okay.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd like to do something like that. The streams have just been kind of bogged down by this for the last half a year.
Millennium.
So we gotta finish that. Although if you do want to ask any questions about the narrators, now you're always welcome to. I'll probably answer as me rather than just the narrators.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and balance out the narrator skits and suggestions through streams. So like last night, if I'm on something I'm trying to finish by the end of that night, I will probably not do them, or I might do 1 or 2, but I'm happy to answer questions about the narrators as I go along, because obviously if new people come along, they're not going to get me doing a skit in the middle if I'm supposed to be drawing something. It's a bit of a catch-22. But also, if it's more narrator or my own character focus, then I'm more inclined to do more skits on it because it's to do with that topic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to kind of have some purpose behind the streams as well, so that they hopefully YouTube pushes it out more, but also people who are just coming in don't need to know the entire story of my original characters or anything on the channel to just enjoy a fusion being drawn and talking about the characters.
Yeah.
Although it was really random. I was drawing the Bakugo and Blitzo fusion, and I ended up getting people with My Hero Academia names like Shoto Todoroki something, or a hell of a boss Fitzaroli and stuff, appearing and chatting in the chat, and I'm like, well, we're just being invaded by a combination of the two series right about now.
That's awesome. You got
it's just like people with their names to them.
The streams seem to be doing really well, views wise.
Yeah, I think it's because I got lucky. They're two popular franchises, and I think it's just a case of I leave the thumbnails to be very. It's just the two characters in a format, so like a close up of the face of the two characters that are going to be fused, and that's it. Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And hopefully with this new style and thinking about the pose beforehand, it's working really well. Ironically, I didn't even plan them out like in advance more than a couple of hours or an hour or 10 minutes before I did them. Like within half an hour of going live with it, I collected some reference images and I decided to go live and said, yeah, let's draw this.
Nice. Because yeah, you're doing those ones. Knight is doing the hell of a has-been fusions. I gotta come up with my own soon now.
Yeah, I was gonna not do hell of a boss, but I thought I wanted Blitzer and Bakugo because I just wanted to have fun with the. I just thought it'd be just a lovely combination, and just work quite well. And then when I did Millie and Himiko, I just thought this is getting perfect. She's got a knife. She's got a knife. The crazy expression. Let's go. Ark says, Dempsey, can I kill off your character for killing your sanity? No, the only one that can kill off Loki is one of my characters. So, sorry.
But didn't Ark technically design a child between two of your characters?
Yes, but the child at the end of the community redraw got sent back to her own timeline/universe, so it could be an alternate Loki she's killed, but in her universe, Loki could be a good guy.
Well, Ark, so I tried to help.
Yeah, I've already covered those bases in these streams. People have been trying to get me to do, what if the narrator kids did this, or what if these narrator children got together? And I'm like, even if they're from different universes, no, we're just cutting that off. No, it gets a bit complex on A, the story plot, and B, tracking what's what.
Right.
KyngPin, you're so cool. Please don't turn into a duck midway through the stream. Oh, you need to do that.
I'll try. No
so
promise.
when I say you need to do that, there's a streamer who does green screen like you. His name's Psycho. It's Psycho Hypnotic, but his channel's Psycho VODs or something. He plays a lot of Lethal Company, but his little GIF character is that potato face that goes over it, and he gives it like the old fiber light hair, so it looks like the old-fashioned 80s wigs that are so fake. It looks like he's head banging when he moves his head up and down with it. I think you should get a little duck scare thing that moves the face with, like, has the gap for the eyes and the mouth to move when you're doing it, and then you just have a duck scare version for you to turn into in the middle of the stream. You'd never watch the stream again afterwards, but it'd be really funny to do.
Yeah. That is nuts. I've seen like the technical aspects of like the VTuber models. They're crazy.
Ben's just, but oh my god, KyngPin VTuber debut.
I wouldn't even know how to start making one of those. I'm gonna be so honest.
There's a lot of tutorials, but they are complex. You're on a Windows PC, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got it easier than me then. There's actual apps that you can download for free on Windows that will let you put in your character rig and build it up to then record it. If you need to, or drop it into like OBS to overlay for you as you're moving and talking. So there are ways to do it.
Interesting.
Fazbear Entertainment, we've been going for... How long have we been going now?
It's mentioned somewhere. 45 minutes-ish.
We're going for 45 minutes and you've got 7 ads. That's probably because
Oh, no,
YouTube
not this
has
again.
a ad thing. Yeah, it's the ad thing. It's set for every 6 minutes. But I don't think people should complain about the ads. I mean, I don't think they're set for everybody to get them at the same time. But the ads are YouTube's way of giving something back to the creators. It's kind of a catch-22. KyngPin can tweak them in the settings when he gets a minute. But at the same time, it's a case of if you're getting an ad, you're getting an ad. There is a limit. YouTube will have a limit. I know you had 24 one time, but YouTube has a limit of how many ads it serves to people. So there's not a lot you can do about it, unless KyngPin turns the ads off for the live stream and then turns them on afterwards. But that's, again, that kind of kills any purpose of the ads in the first place.
Yeah. But 7 is ridiculous. It should not.
That's because they're set to every 6 minutes by default in YouTube. If you go into the customization studio and edit, it's probably inherited from an old version of this stream.
Oh, maybe.
Where you reuse the settings. So if you go into your customization studio in the studio, where you see all your bits, or even the detail, monetization on the video and the details, monetization, you'll have like you can set the stream ads manually, and then you've got that other one underneath that you set a frequency and you can change it to how many minutes between them.
Right.
And then tick the checkbox underneath because that'll stagger the ads so not everybody gets them at the same time.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it's one of them things. Same as on my channel, I'm not going to turn ads off, so you guys are just going to have to get used to it. It's one of the few ways we can actually get anything back to keep supporting the channel for, for us on YouTube. And let's face it, they're only like an 8-second ad, whether they're skippable or not. And if they're skippable, you'll skip through it after 5 seconds. So it's not going to kill anybody.
Yeah. But I do understand like
when it's
them being one after another so frequently.
Yeah, I completely understand that. When it's like the 24 that you had the other time, Fazbear, I completely get it. I'm just saying, there's no need on every stream to say, I've got an ad. Because if you want ad-free, you're honestly enjoying this ad situation. Oh, put it back, KyngPin. Change it back. They're enjoying it.
What's the setting that means it's the most ads possible?
Manual, and then just click. Just set your own frequency, and then I think you can insert them manually. And then what you do is you have the studio open, and you just keep clicking the button.
Ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break.
Well, your stream would be, and today we got. That's a nice picture. Why are you doing that up? You break it every 8 seconds or break up, you get random bits of conversation when you're watching it live.
Pretty much. Does anyone miss Popcross's golden age? I assume, Nikolai, you're talking the stories in Speedpaints, the this is that kind of things.
Yeah, they put back when he used to make pop culture stuff. However, I'm afraid that's not his golden age. His golden age was Artist Reacts, which blew his channel up, and then he went on to the What Ifs. So his actual golden age on the channel is Artist Reacts after his animations. So it would be cool to see Artist Reacts from him, actually, to some artwork and some artists out there once in a while. But obviously he's built it up to a point where he can do things he wants to do, and he should be doing what he wants to do on his channel because it's how he stays motivated and interested in it. It's how you keep it fun and exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I think now is the golden age of Popcross. I'm loving the original stuff.
Oh, I don't get me wrong. I love that, but in terms of what golden age is, the golden age is like the top prime time before now. So that would be his Reacts was his biggest growing bit on his channel, then his What Ifs. If you want this golden era, it's Mythily Full and all that stuff he does now. But, that's just because no matter where we go, we can't get away from it. What have we got? Famous cats as werewolves.
Interesting.
I would change that. I do famous cat characters as Beast King warriors. So you can make them the humanoid cat warrior type characters you get in animes rather than werewolves. I think, imagine Top Cat or any of the other cats, you know, like SWAT cats or even Tom from Tom and Jerry as like these Beast King warrior type characters. And with Tom from Tom and Jerry, you could have a little mouse Beast King on him or something, like a little kid mouse lad or something. So you could actually have a lot of fun with that idea. And I've just chucked a whole massive idea to you, which I'm thinking this sounds like really cool fun. I should be doing it on my channel, but you know,
you could go for it because I have no idea what a Beast Warrior King, whatever you said, is. What was it? Beast King Warrior?
Yeah, it's just basically the words beast and then kin, as in K-I-N.
Oh, K-I-N.
Yeah, as in Beast Kin.
Got it.
Inkman Studios, I am going to put that on my list of potentials. It may become a live stream series or something. I'm looking for series to actually do once I finish my Helliver Academy or Academa boss. I'm looking to do some.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm looking to boost some stuff. I'm getting ideas for stuff left, right, and center.
Yeah.
I got Koi to give me a list of like 8 to 10 famous retro game characters as well, and he's like, "What you got that? What are you getting that for?" And I said, "I'm not sure yet. I just wanted a list of them. I just had it in my head. I want a list of these characters for reference for something. I haven't got as far as to what."
Right.
But yeah. Ben, no, that's not a tyrant clone of Nerd Break Into My House, because Santa and his elves from Santa's village where you are have sent their security team to stop you breaking into my house, especially since they've got a big lorry full of coal for you. So at least this winter's fuel bill, you'll be sorted.
Alright. It's not per se the best character on the chart.
It looks like when they're sapped of energy in the series, actually, or when he's has to deal with, like, he's nervous and scared. Have you seen Dragon Ball Super where he first meets Beerus and he looks petrified?
I have.
He can't. They do the lines on the cheek like what you've done. It looks like he's just like completely like, oh my god, I can't fight him. Even if I'm a Super Saiyan, I've got no hope of defeating him.
His face is looking a little weird.
It's fine.
But then again,
It could be the fusion.
It's an odd
Vegeta's
expression.
just fused. Yeah, Vegeta's just fused, and it's one of those weird combinations where it's the skinny version.
Yeah.
They went wrong.
Alright. So. I think we got another suggestion. And now when I'm working on the shading for this one, we are going to we're going to spin for the next one. So you can all throw your suggestions into the comments. And then we can start working on the second one, which is probably all we're going to get to in this stream. Because what? We got about 2 hours left. Maybe a little less, because I want to make sure I get there in time. But yes, throw...
C4.
Yep, throw your suggestions.
What's the emotion for C4 look like?
C4 looks like... Oh, it's not there. Where's the chart?
Is that explosive? It's gone away. Oh, that's the one that'd be perfect for the Baku Blitz.
Yeah.
Just...
Yep. All right. So your next emotion. is da 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 da. Boom. That one. Leave your comments or your suggestions in the thingy-majig below, the chat, and I'll start writing some of them down. We already got quite a few, actually. Wow. Glitz, Glitz. Ben 10 aliens in different anime. Oh, right, my pen just fell on the ground. I'm getting the pen. Got it.
Quick, they cut his head off.
That one would be
when you
very
back up
interesting.
the screen, but yeah.
Yeah. The Ben 10 as anime would be very interesting because that would really force me to pay attention to other styles and how different animes treat their art.
I'm putting it in there again. You bits. I don't even have to add it if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, Inkman Studios also put it in.
I know. I'll have to. I know you've probably got a reference image, but I'll drop a proper one in the Discord for this call.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
Glad it's the upper body part, because that's pretty much all I drew in the image.
Hey, nerd, what's up?
Hey, nerd, how's it going?
Why does Vegeta look like a Smoking Simpsons character?
He unfortunately went on a date with Patty and Selma.
Also, been doing boss level thumbnails lately, so got like a small bit better of understanding of cell shading.
Yeah, my style's a lot of shell I can never say it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of anime rendering for the shading. Cell shading rendering style is a lot of that, but then you just lighten it up with a soft airbrush inside the solid shadow, and you might blur the edges where it should be a bit softer.
Right.
And then you just layer, rinse, and repeat. And then at the end, you add the level corrections, like the curves and the brightness and contrast and the hue and saturation up to make it work. I actually realized I've been doing things slightly wrong on some of what I've been doing. I've been doing a highlight layer on everything, but I should be doing it on certain aspects.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I will be back in a minute, or in a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
But I'll still be about on stream in the chat. I'll just be back in a couple minutes.
Gotcha. Take it down.
Take it.
And then there was one. How's it going, everybody? How's your week been? We haven't had one of these in quite a while, so how's everyone doing? Nope, that's not how you spell gentle. Blitz. Going well so far. That's good to hear. Javita. I'm sorry, I cannot do the talking. I really do enjoy this because shading does make everything look slightly better. Because I'll be honest, Vegeta is not my... I don't think it's Vegeta, actually. I'm just... The pose or the emotion itself is really, really weird. And the face is all warped and it looks kind of funny. But, yeah. The shading is making it look a lot better. Oh, there goes my mic. Stay up. Peril from Wings of Fire. Graphic. Also, I just remembered there were questions about characters a little up in the chat, and they totally got drowned out. I apologize for that. Yeah, we got distracted by the duck. KyngPin, is 50 actually in love with 51? Or is it just a joke? Oh, that. I didn't really write that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I wrote that joke and ran with it. I have no idea what the demons in love bit was or where it came from. I just kind of wrote like one thing, and I'm like, 51 would totally just hang on to this for the entire lesson, and I'm just like, you know what, let's just run with it. Also, I'm sure I also did it partially to beef up the runtime a little bit of that episode, because that was before me and Dempsey wrote the collab part of it at the end with Demonica. So I'm like, well, I only planned on doing one drawing for this one instead of doing one of Deadpool, one of Wolverine. I'm like, what if we try them battling together? So if I make the story too short, the time lapse is going to move too fast. So it was really just, it was mostly, I'll be honest, a way to pad the runtime. But other than that, I have no idea why that joke was a thing. But overall, I would not say, I did not write it as 51 being in love with 50. In fact, something like that had never even occurred to me to write. Just because it's not really the focus of that story. It's the whole devil and power thing that the demon stories are really hopefully going to focus on in the future. I know we haven't really hit that plot point yet. They've mostly been just demon episodes so far. But there will be another one coming up because that is the prompt for the redraw. By the way, Recreation's deadline is this Friday at midnight Eastern time. And then if all goes well, the Recreations video shall be on the 30th of September. And there was another 51 question. Would 50 and 51 species be related to each other, or can they end up with each other? It's not really, I wouldn't exactly call it a species. They are a collective of souls that have been handpicked by the devil. So, like the sinners in Has Been Hotel, or just overall, I should say, it's just anyone who has died and has been sent to the kingdom of hell, that the devil in charge has been like, this person or this soul or whatever is interesting. I'm going to keep a closer eye on them. Boom, you're now a dark one. It's not like a species or something that a person is, air quotes, born into. It's very, very circumstantial, where they're like, hey, you could or could not fall into this category. But there's really nothing you could do to help that besides not being sent to hell in the first place. Vegeta, you ain't looking too good, buddy. I want to make sure I don't forget anyone. Character suggestion, Gentle, got it. Peril, Vegeta after 10 years of drug abuse. Oh no. Nerd, why? Thanks. That is wow. Stream idea 50 and 51 as humanoid demon slayers or researchers. Ooh. I mean, both Popcross and Dempsey did the redraws based on characters. I don't think I have enough designed characters yet to do that, but I would definitely like to sometime in the future. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there is crazy stuff going on upstairs. I don't want to know anything about it. I pretend I do not see. Has anyone ever had a song they liked since they first heard it? Oh, 100% Ben. I have a whole playlist dedicated to songs I liked when I heard them the first time around. The playlist is aptly titled First Time Around. Admittedly, I've not updated it in quite a while. I used to be all about playlists, and I kind of just have put less importance on it, probably as the workload for boss level and KyngPin Creations has upped itself exponentially as the months go on. But it's been a lot of fun, so I'm not gonna complain. That is a odd looking face. You might want to get that checked out, buddy. Alright, no, I'm not going to shade the air class. Oh, boy. You be looking some kind of way, Vegeta. Alright. Keaton, what was your suggestion? Oh, I did not. I missed it. Alright, now I got it, Caden King. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have passed right over it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. So hypothetically speaking, 50 and 51 could kiss without issue. And I'm gonna be so wary about answering this because I know exactly what you'll do depending on what I say. So my answer, my PR answer is going to be the only issue you could find is that neither of them have lips. Beat that.
Okay, I'm back, and I'm guessing I missed what one.
I was scrolling through. We passed over some character questions before. I forget who first asked it. Somebody asked, is 51 in love with 50? Because I did that whole running joke about demons being in love in the Wolverine episode. And so Ven comes back and says, so hypothetically speaking, 50 and 51 could kiss without issue. And while I want to see that fan art, I'm very iffy about saying, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not the fact that the fan art on its own would be wrong. It's what people's interpretation of how they put the rest of the illustration.
Ven is going to make them have lips. No.
Which character won for this one? Do you know?
For the next one, we haven't chose. I just finished.
Fair enough.
What I sorted these by numbers, right? So this would be B2. All right, we're down to the final three. All right. Do I need to? I actually do need to do a little bit of
arc, it makes no difference to me because, you know, abstract forms can still have lips. Also, hi, Wolfie.
There we go. Put you all back. Perfect. Perfect outline. All right, 3 more to go, and they're all nice and contained in this little L shape.
And if we flip the board, it's an L for loser. Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that.
Nah.
But yeah.
Loser is what C5 is going to be.
The last one. Yeah.
All right. All right, let's see.
You've missed lots, Galahound 19, including an existential crisis of 50 and 51 potentially kissing. And now Galahound 19 is going to be like, wait, what have I missed?
You know what? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's better if I miss this one.
Yeah, Galahound 19 said that. So, anyway, how's the redraw going?
All right, I think that is all of them.
Oh, that's a YouTubey question. Okay,
Ooh.
Galahound 19. I say touche to you. I joked about your usual, hey, how's community redraw going? And you landed a bombshell question on us.
Yeah. You have more, so you do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay, I'll give you what I understand as clearly as I can do, but it is subject to niche and category and how you format your videos and stuff. So, the best way to get subscribers currently is through shorts, by having shorts that are on topics that are quite viral, even in art or stuff. So maybe doing imp-sonas and the challenges and that. They'll go out a bit more virally, so trending topics. That's the quickest way to get shorts. However, they don't, get subscribers, but they don't always convert to your long form, which means that you're going to have to, there's 2 different types, so you're going to have to work on it in consistency. Consistency is the big major thing you need to do. You need to be having regular content go out, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever suits your schedule, but consistent content, value in your content for the audience that you've got. So, for example, everybody loves the emotion chart and picking the characters. So that's KyngPin's value in the stream, is they can pick the character that he's then got to try and draw in the stream. So that's the value for the content, as well as people who like art and seeing the process. So it's kind of like a double hitter on the stream from KyngPin. And then the other thing to do is to focus on making it not so, if it's long form content, making it so it's, what's the way to do it? You need a change of pace here and there every so often, but the formula depends on what works for you, for your hook, and for your shifting it up for when you change what's on the screen and stuff. Those are the key things for subscribers. I would not recommend using the promotions tab in Studio from YouTube. It's a pay for service, and you can get a ton of subs super quickly, hundreds of thousands even, if you target places like India and Indonesia and stuff for low cost, massive sub gain. But it destroys your video, and it's actually, the subs are classing as a like. They don't return for your videos. Their subbing is them liking what you've promoted. It's the cultural thing over there. So that's something to bear in mind. I would not use promotions unless you were an actual business with products to sell.
Yeah.
And you do product specific advert videos in there. I made the mistake once of not doing organic growth, and it killed my channel years back, and it took me 2 years to get 600 odd subs. So you want to go organically in that, but you want to also map out your target audience and build the content for them with value in it, whether that's your talking about design notes like we sometimes do in the channel as value for content, or if you've got some like you're sharing tutorials and processes, or you're just really wacky with voices over the top or something. It's finding out what works for you and what you enjoy doing. But that's all I've learned from like all the YouTube things I've been in. That's the core essence in a quick summary. It's a massive, fast question. That's the quick summary for it.
Yeah. while I personally don't love shorts, because I have things about shorts, but when I did do shorts, it definitely is the reason why my subscriber count jumped up so fast. So definitely, first you have to decide, in my opinion, first you have to decide which one you like doing more, because long form content and shorts content are two very different things and can affect your channel in two very different ways, as shown by the two different requirements you need in order to be monetized, whether it's 4,000 public watch hours on long form videos or 10 million views on shorts, whatever it is. But I would say first determine what you want and lean more into one of those. Because my big thing is, if you make content you enjoy, people will see that and they'll, in my experience, be more likely to watch it and subscribe, because they can tell, oh, this person enjoys what they're doing. They're not just doing it here to become rich and popular and famous. And a subscriber based on that will much more likely come back than a subscriber based on, oh, here's this one thing that I recognize a little bit. So I would say, don't get too hung up on subscribers. I would say focus more on, of course, making content you're happy with and you enjoy making, and subscribers should naturally come from that. But also, it doesn't hurt to always include pop culture and relevant things like Amazing Digital Circus when that was big, murder drones, stuff like that. It's
Transformers 1 that's coming out is another one that's quite big this week. That,
yeah.
You know, if you had that in your motion chart, that might work really well for your shorts, for example.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a whole balancing act. As for streaming platforms, I've streamed on both, though it's been a while since I've done Twitch. Both have their ups and downs. The reason I do YouTube now instead of Twitch is because it just keeps all of KyngPin Creations in one place. I could always try out multi-streaming to Twitch, but not really eager to set that up. But I would say look into like a little bit of terms and conditions, but also what you really like plan. If you plan to do it long term, I know when you become a Twitch partner, you can only stream on Twitch for like the first 24 hours of the stream. So meaning if you're a partner on Twitch and you do a stream on Twitch, you're not allowed to put that VOD anywhere else until like 24 hours have passed. At least that's how it was for me back in 2020 when I became a Twitch partner and then immediately stopped streaming on Twitch. Don't ask. But on YouTube, if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel and get monetized on YouTube, the watch hours you get from people on the stream, that counts to that 4,000 hours that you need, whereas the watch hours you gain from shorts will not. And so that's a good way to build up that. And then you can also, like in Twitch and YouTube, you can get supers, super chats, memberships, stuff like that, which can help your income, although you have to be relatively big for those to actually make you anything, because when it comes to paying for things, like, people are very hesitant unless they really enjoy something.
Yeah, I did miss the streaming platforms for what you'd recommend. I'll do that in a second. But just to touch on the, as you said, getting into the YouTube partnership program. So live streams are great for the 4,000 public watch hours after you get 1,000 subscribers. That's the big live streams, and premiering your videos are the best way to get watch time. Live streams are better because they're the bigger multipliers. A 3-hour stream can net you 30 hours plus, depending on the views. If you have a super viral stream with a couple hundred people in, you could probably get your watch time hours. If you had 1,000 people in there, you get them in one day. Literally, you'd nail it. I know creators who have had enough watch time in a day from some launching and then covering the event to get the year's worth of watch time straight off the bat in a 3 or 4 hour stream. Yeah, tell me about it. I was like, damn, I've seen the figures. But for shorts, it's not watch time, it's 10 million views in 90 days. So if you can make your shorts go viral and get the formula, that'll be in a way in. I think it's still 1,000 subscribers, but it's 10 million short views to get into the program properly via shorts. Watch time hours, public hours seems like it seems like it'll be longer, but it's easier.
Yeah. And
then once you're in, it doesn't matter. Both ways get you in the exact same program. And then you can start getting return on investment. If you are doing live streams though, and I'm learning this is why I'm doing some of the streams where I'm trying to explain the process and take more time on the process and do it all in one batch. Repurpose. So the live stream can eventually become a video, which is a Speedpaint with design notes talking about your thoughts and your process. You're doing it for people who like that.
Yeah,
you can rephrase the time lapse for that entire thing as shorts, which I'm doing now. So the final artwork of the drawing can be a quick time lapse shorts with some music to get people interested, and you can link that back to the live stream or the video in related content, and you can see if you can get traffic going back that way. So work smarter, not harder. You could take one live stream like the one I did yesterday, and potentially I could get 2 shorts, a VOD, and that live stream out of it if I edit it right and do it right.
Yeah.
It just takes the time to do it afterwards. In terms of platforms, I used to use OBS.
Wait, real quick, before you answer that, I'm going to put up the poll so we can vote on the next character. Okay, 6 minutes on the clock. Dempsey, go ahead.
All right, got 6 minutes to talk about this. Okay, so streaming platforms in 6 minutes. Let's go. I used to use OBS to stream up to YouTube. I didn't have the greatest internet in the world. So if your internet's not amazing, or you don't have access to some platform like OBS, StreamYard have a free version, and that's the one that I'm using now for my streams with the comments that pop up. The free version will have a logo in the top left corner that says powered by StreamYard that you can't get rid of. But it will be enough for a single person to have 1 or 2 guests on there, stream to YouTube, and if you're doing it Twitch or Instagram, so you can stream to 2 of those 2 platforms. You don't pay anything for it, and you can set it up to basically just plug in a camera to the computer or on the site and share your screen. Basically, we managed to work it out for all 4 of us on that Pokemon stream, and it's super simple. They do all the heavy lifting of it. Works really well. I would recommend that if you just want to try it out. If you're not sure about OBS and that, try StreamYard, the basic free version. If you pay for the next version up, which is the basic might be the first paid version. It might be the free version. I can't remember if it's basic. I'm on pro, so there's something in between it. But basically, you could test it out and you can see how it goes. You can even fake the studio when you create an account with them, and you can test it all before you even go live. You can set it up, look at it, see what you can and can't do with examples. And that's to anybody who wants to start YouTube or any form of YouTube stuff and that. I highly recommend doing it kind of that way. Test it out maybe through StreamYard if you don't have the entire setup to do, and go from there. I think that's about it for streaming platforms, really. There's not much else. And as KyngPin said, check out the terms and service when you do stream and stuff, because there's certain criteria on YouTube and stuff to hit before you can stream via mobile or something.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
You need a certain amount of hours of subscribers or all the features clicked on in the back end for advanced features to get all the things that you can use. So you may not have access to some things currently, but you may get them later.
Yep. Hope we answered your question in some capacity, Galahound. If you have any more, feel free to ask us. We're by no means experts, but we at least have a little bit of experience.
Yeah, and most of what I've said is coming from like vidIQ and stuff where I mod for them. So in terms of like growing your subscribers, there's no one formula. It's just advice to try. And while your channel's still, if you're doing a lot of shorts, keep doing your shorts, but you can experiment with long form content to see if that works, or live streams. Don't be afraid to try it out. Just don't stop what you're currently doing if it's working for you.
Yeah, I quickly looked at your looked back on your emotion chart. It seems to be doing pretty well, which is awesome.
Ark says, Dempsey, if you do something bad to Gentle Criminal, I will watch you for a month. Is that you will or you won't?
And do you mean watching Dempsey's channel for a month, or watching Dempsey himself for a month? Because one of those is a crime, I think.
Only if they get caught.
Awesome, Galahad. I'm glad we could help. All artists inspire each other.
Galahad 19, I'm just going to put it in the chat. Check out vidIQ's channel for videos, streams, and stuff that will cover all your questions about stuff like that.
Yes.
It'll be easy. It's just dropping the name vidIQ, and they're not going to link to the channel. Just when you get a chance, keep an eye out for them, because they help channels of all sizes, and you'll find, even if the content's not for shorts or not quite for your niche, it works. It can work. It's something to think about, and to just see if you can do something with it.
Nice. Did the timer ever go off? Not yet, Ben. We still got a few more seconds, and then we will end the poll.
KyngPin, I agree with you. I'm not caught up with it either. I just know that Zeus 2 is something to do with the latest Mythological episode, I believe, or whichever one had the picture like Zeus on the thumbnail. That's it. Other than that, I've got no clue who Zeus is. Zeus number 2 or whatever. It's just yeah. We've said it before. By the time we create content, we don't get a chance to look at much else.
No.
We try.
Yeah, I give it my best, but I very rarely have 30 to 40 unbroken minutes in my day to sit down and watch a pop cross video.
Now we're back to standard Galahad questions.
Yep. Hey, KyngPin Creations, if you don't mind asking another question, how many community recreations do you have planned out at the moment? Planned or like written? Because I have a few that I would like to do that require a little bit of time. I meant to work on one. Okay, there was the timer. I meant to work on one these past few months to be like a community redraw that's like, here's a list of character descriptions. Choose from one of those, and here will be the story. I haven't done that yet. So I'm thinking maybe after this one, I might give myself a little bit of time and make the next one a 2-month thing. So, well, no, that wouldn't work. I would have to skip a month and then do it. Because I would need to write the story, make the character descriptions. Ah, dang it. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I had an idea to do a community redraw based on like a boss level 1-year anniversary, which would be start of October, meaning that it should have been the September recreations. So I'm gonna have to. I still want to do it because I think it'd be a cool idea. But I have to kind of rework everything.
Yeah, in terms of planned, I tend to think of it as, do you know what themes you're gonna have for some redraws in the future? That's without even mapping the story out or what you're gonna do with it. To me, planned is, do you know what the theme is? And then if you know what the theme is, then you can the theme for the next redraw for the next one. So like my one was superhero, super villain, or hero and villain this time. Next one could be Halloween related for the end of October type thing. And you've got a tie.
Yep, sure do. Round 2.
Nice.
I can't fuse a fusion. I'm not that talented.
I'll tell you what. I'd give it a go if it was the only thing I'm drawing for 4 hours.
Yeah, if I had more time, then maybe, but this
Cool.
emotions chart has already overstayed its welcome.
Yeah. All right. I'll be back in a minute while we've caught up with chat.
Sounds good. 3 minutes on the clock for this
Done.
one. We'll cut the timer in half for this one. 3 minutes on the clock. Cast your votes for either Baka Blitz or Glitz. Huh. I didn't realize the names are similar. Yeah. These hand angles are gonna give me trouble today, aren't they? I really wish we got this one so I didn't have to draw hands, but it's fine. We'll pick that one up next week or whatever. Or maybe we'll do a bonus stream. I don't know. We'll have to see how the week goes. I was really hoping we'd finish this today, but prior commitment happened to be earlier than I expected it to be, and I'm very glad I checked. Baku Blitz is sweeping. Yeah, I know. Everyone saw a Dempsey original character like that one, please. But overall, what do you all think so far about the, what are we all thinking about the emotion chart now that we are nearing the end? Of course, we have 2 more to do still after this one, but for the most part, you can get a pretty good idea of how it's gonna look once it's completed. It's a very, very odd cast of characters. I'm gonna be really interested. Did we lose connection? I think we lost stream connection. That's not cool. You're not supposed to do that, internet. You can cut out on me any other time as long as I'm not using you to stream. What was I saying? Oh yeah, don't know when I cut out. So, how's everyone feeling about the emotion chart? We got a few more left to do, but this is a pretty good look of how it's gonna be once it's done. It's a really colorful cast of characters that I really enjoy. But I also feel like there's a difference in art style between some of them. Like, N was the first one we did, and like he looks very different from like Demonica or Psychoperdalix / Popcross. Why is my internet going crazy today? Okay, that was weird. I think we're back. Okay. Poll ended. Let's end that. Baku Blitz by a landslide. Thank you, Dempsey, for the reference picture. Nope, that's not right. Copy image. Paste image. Oh, it's a big one. It's taking up the whole screen. Just make it a little smaller. Just make it a little smaller. There we go. Jeez, that was a big one. Stop doing this. What's going on? Okay. Are we back again? I'm so sorry, everyone. I don't understand what's going on. The chat is now disconnected twice. Has the put a 1 chat. Put a 1 in the chat if the stream is okay, and then put a 2 in the chat if there was at any point where I started sounding weird and jumpy. Okay, stream is okay. That's good to hear. Alright. Stream is good. Hopefully I didn't sound weird and cut off.
My God! Surprised when I came back. Sorry.
Your character won.
Yeah!
Your character didn't just win, your character swept.
It blew the board. Damn. I feel honoured. More the fact because I only drew that 2 days ago.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I think the dynamic poses are really working well for the style. And just, yeah. And not all of them is going to be super dynamic poses, but trying to at least push that style a bit more. I think that's going to be my new... how it works.
Yeah,
I don't know why we've got one in chat, though. Everybody's saying one.
Yeah, the stream decided to disconnect twice. Or not even the stream, the chat did. So I'm trying to figure out if my Wi-Fi is going or just the chat is being weird.
They were all talking about Popcos earlier, so that's why.
He's
It
nuking
said,
the
"Nope."
stream.
Yeah, he nuked the stream.
Why y'all want me to draw all the spiky-haired people today?
I'll tell you what, though, I will love to see your rendition of this, because I think it, like Ehrenfold in that simpler style, it looks so cool.
Yeah, just...
On the plus side, he has got a pretty much normal face. You know, other than a bit of a tattoo on the forehead and a bit of a line around the eyes, he's got a pretty normal face. It's like, I didn't go too pointy nose, weird thing, so the angle suits really nicely.
Yeah. I totally forgot what I was talking about prior to the stream cutting out. So, let's pick a new topic. I know Gallahan asked a question. Another question would be, after you finish the chart, what art challenge would you like to do next? If I was insane, I would love to do what Knight is doing with the fusion chart. So it's a list of characters down one side and a list of characters across the top. You roll a number for each, and then whichever one it lands on, whichever one it intersects at, is the character you draw. Knight decided to do, I forget how many in total, but one of the rows had 16 characters across it. So, yeah, that would be a long one. And I believe Knight's only doing one fusion per stream.
Yeah, they're doing one version per stream. They had the twins on it.
Yeah.
Last stream, didn't they? But I think it's 16 by 16 they're doing.
Oh.
With one extra one of their character somewhere along the line.
16 by 16. That's 256 drawings.
I joked about doing a 20 by 20.
Oh, why?
Well, I could roll a d20 for it.
But that's 400 drawings you would have to do if you wanted to finish it.
Yeah, one stream a day for every single, or one drawing a day for every year, whether it's a video or a stream. I'm not doing any other content bar the fusions for the whole year. That's it, done.
You know what? You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, hold up.
That'd be a content for the year sorted. Just your channel's all one thing on YouTube as well. They'd be like, boom.
Yeah,
done.
it would.
No
wait,
stories, no voice acting, just drawing the characters.
I might actually do that, because the only thing, well, with the job, it would get a little crazy with having a job. But if you do nothing but daily live streams for the year, then I could work on a project I wanted to and not feel bad about not doing YouTube. Oh my gosh, this could be a thing. This could be the... Oh my goodness, hold up, wait a minute. I think you're onto something, Dempsey.
Well, I am thinking of doing this new style for my crossovers with the stories, as well as the redrawing people's OCs and stuff, to have everything in this new style going forward. So you're probably not going to tell if it's a redraw or a fusion or anything, unless you knew on the video.
Right.
But yeah, it would be quite an interesting one to check in, wouldn't it?
I might consider this.
need to work out the numbers because you also need to work out a theme that you could use throughout the year. So you probably want, if you're doing that, a mixture of fusions. So Hell of a Boss, My Hero Academia characters, some Halloween style characters like you got the demons, but you might want some of the demon ones to hopefully land around October time, and some Christmassy characters and stuff to actually do them.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you do the fusion, then you add a seasonal variant on top of them, like a costume, or tweak them slightly so it's a fusion and the seasonal theme, so you can hit every one you've got at that point.
Oh yeah, that could work. Hey KyngPin, will you do a sequel to the synopsis redraw episode? The last one with Atomic Cowgirl, I think, went really well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. It didn't perform too well, unfortunately. It got about the average, slightly below average number of views that the channel's been getting on videos over the summer, which is unfortunate. But I will admit, if it's not the this as that or a voice actor fusion, I'm very bad at art-related thumbnails. But no, a lot of people submitted things. A lot of people, after that video came out, submitted even more. So I would 100% be down to doing it regardless of if views did good or bad. Probably not for a little bit though, because we just had one and we had the voice actor fusion followed by another voice actor fusion, so they're nice and lined up in the on the channel video page. But yeah,
ideally you want to do, if it's VODs, you want to do one or two, maybe three at the most, close together. So you might do one or two in the month, and then you have something else break up in between, or unless you do one straight at the other, and then you move the topic, then you move back to it later. So your YouTube builds up the data around your channel not just being that one topic. It's like, hang on, we've got more than one piece of content for that. Done. I'm debating if it's worth just trying a whole series, like, I don't know, if I'm turning My Hero Academia characters into dragons, I do them all the ones I want to do as dragons, like 3 or 4 videos in a row together, and then I move on to the next series, and then do it like something else.
right.
But I don't know if that's going to mess up my pushing it out, because I've done 4 as dragons or 10 as dragons, for example. What happens if I push a video out that's now Pokemon? Or it's now My Hero Academia's Magical Girls or Mages or something, or a different series or something? Will that hit the same audience or will they return?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then I have just seen your submission in the showcase and I have laughed my head off. I'm not going to spoil anything else, but yeah, yeah, just wait till the end. And Nerd, the other crossover, or what episode type things, you know, Knight's doing that 16x16 fusion sheet. Well, I said to KyngPin, I was thinking doing a 20x20, and that'd be like 400. And then we figured out if we did a live stream a day, like 4 hours a day or a couple hours a day on each fusion, depending how detailed you do it, every single day of the year, all the way through, it'll free you up to do whatever you want without rushing it out behind the scenes. But you could do a combination of live streams and videos of just drawing maps and design notes on the fusions.
Yeah. This is looking just right at the beginning. It's looking a little Jujutsu Kaisen a little bit. The outfit.
Yeah, until you add the big gauntlet things on the side.
Oh my god, I have to add the gauntlets. Oh, I have to add the gauntlets.
Yeah, I picked the perfect one. They're very easy because they're not the big grenade launcher gauntlets.
Yeah.
Which works quite well.
Hopefully. It's just the perspective's gonna be a... I can do it. We treat this as a learning opportunity. Look, it already looks amazing. This is awesome. We're making art here.
Confused art.
Oh, perhaps more character fusions, crossovers like you did with Liza P. I would be down for it. I would really like to not make one art take 5 streams again, if I could help it. But, no, I definitely love doing fusions and really want to do more. Which is why I really want to try out what Knight's doing with the 16 by 16 has been hell of a fusion. Which if you haven't seen yet, you should check it out. Both the first 2 they've done so far looks really, really good.
Colors as well.
Yeah.
Even if it's a slightly more pastel version of the color, in their style, it looks insanely amazing.
Yeah. But then I also have a idea for a stream that I've been sitting on that's similar to this, where it's where what we draw is based on your design. It's not going to be something like this again. It's going to be very different, but it's going to have that same aspect of chat interaction with it, which I'm really excited. I probably won't do it the next stream immediately after we finish this one because first off we have Uzi to finish, which is only in the construction stage. We didn't even get to sketching last time. And then maybe afterwards we'll do that. I just really need to figure out how it's going to work. I think I'll probably take suggestions like I do here, but instead of voting on them, I might put them into a wheel. That way everyone's suggestion can be included. And then at that point, it's just up to chance which one it ends up being. But that also lends itself to we can try it multiple times on different streams, and then we can work out the kinks with each one. But yeah, I'm quite excited for that one.
I think a nice thing that's possibly there is Matthew says we could add subscribers' original characters into the mix of fusing. So maybe if you've got a fusion chart of so many, you might then pick 2 or something in a live stream, or like they submit their OCs at the start of the year, and you have you submit it in January.
Like
you're not allowed to do it the rest of the year, but then you can just draw the characters, fusing them together. Forget about lore other than the names of the character and maybe any special abilities they've got to play into how it's drawn. But you take their drawings and then you fuse them together.
Oh my god, that's actually a really cool idea. I mean, I did something like that with the heroes and villains fusion redraw from 2 months ago. But doing that like for streams would be really cool.
Yeah, I think this month, September, as you know, as I was saying in the group chat we've got, is a bit of a redraw month for me.
Right.
I've got the community redraw. I'm redrawing a subscriber's OC on Monday in the new style, and I've also got a video that's got to drop some point where I take maybe a couple or at least one of the MCJ redraws for this month and redraw them in my style, either live or in a video or something as well this month. So it's like, I've got some interest. This September's like the redraw September. was saying, the design you've got for him, like the pose, works really well to take out all the major details for him.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Yeah, but then like you just need to draw one little line a little bit near that hand for the part of the gauntlet, and on the other side, you don't even have to draw the long bits that go down because they're going up, but they'll be pointing downwards, like on the thing, and then a quick X on his chest because you don't have to do a skull from the way the hand's in the way.
Ah, yes, the
thinking,
X.
you've got so many details not to do on this, you jammy sod.
Thank you. I lucked out.
You did. And if it was me, I'd have one of those ones that's like the full body, like, oh my god, I've got to draw the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the hand does block the skull.
Yeah, I looked at my picture and I was thinking where things posed, and it's like the little finger just comes right over it perfectly.
Just make a chart that adds up to 364 and then on the 365th day, fuse them all together. Oh my goodness gracious, King. Caden.
King. You can do that. I'll tell you this now. I would, if that's the case, I would finish the 364th one at the start of December. Schedule them throughout December to be the rest of them. And then I would be working all month on that fusion. Because there's no way you're doing that in a day.
Yeah. All right. In order to, as best as you can make it, the square root of 364 is 19.0787. So it would roughly be 19 rows of characters. Or 19 characters up top, 19 characters down the side, which will give you a little bit more or a little bit less, I believe.
It'd give you about 2 or 3 less, wouldn't it?
It would give you a 19 by 19 is 361. So you get 4 days to do the mega fusion.
Wow, I was right. Give you 2 or 3 less and I was 3 less. Nice. And I was saying earlier, I can't do maths.
Honestly, that would be a really cool idea. But in practice, I'm sure it's insane.
That'd be good for shorts, but you have to find the time to draw. And bearing in mind, you've seen my new style on the side. That's not going on for me. That's going to be a 2-year project for 1 year's worth of content. Unless I did every single day, I did like 1 drawing. Actually, I probably could get a 2-hour drawing out the way, but only when I get faster at the style, which I'm getting a bit faster.
That's
I've gone
good.
from 7 hours to about 4. So the Ashana stream was about 7 hours. If I count out the talking, let's say it's about 6.5. So it's about 6 hours. The Baku Blitz was 4 hours 40. And the last one last night was 4 hours. So I am getting quicker. It also helps when the designs are a bit simpler.
That's awesome. My art is getting longer each day.
That's because of time zones. Ben, I know you say never consider calling the streams that. I said that earlier at the start of the stream. That's what is actually down in the comments on all of my live streams for it. So in my description, including the one from yesterday, I've got, who knows, maybe this can be /is now a new series, My Helliver Academy ... boss. So I already have it in there since the Baku Blitz one. I have to say, I will be thanking, what's it? Who is it? It was the... something Shoelace who joined my stream. I'm going to apologise to them. I can't remember their name completely. There's some at Shoelace, but they have some really good names. Like this one was Baku Blitz, and the other one was Toga Lily. So I thought that'd be a really cool surname for the character. So now the other character that I drew yesterday is Mimiko Toga Lily, and this one's a Baku Blitz.
Nice.
They're really good at fusing the names. I was going to put a poll out for Togolily, and I thought, I just thought I quite liked it as a surname when I was thinking about it. After I fused the first bit, I thought Mimiko Togolily had quite a nice. It has that feel to it in the name.
Yeah. So many circles.
Nikolai says, "Wow, KyngPin, spitting out math facts was not in my 2024 bingo card. Then again, I don't really do bingo cards." And then the next question, after Ark said, "Did I miss something?" is, "Ark, you missed KyngPin doing something with freaking math."
Full disclaimer, I was using a calculator for all of that. I didn't just come up with that off the top of my head.
I feel better now because my guess of 2 to 3 was off the top of my head.
That's really good.
I debated picking up the calculator, and I just thought, wait, hang on, if that's that, and that's 19, so that's gonna be about 2 or 3, maybe, on a guess.
Yeah, I probably could have figured it out had I tried, but brain a little occupied at the moment doing drawing.
Apple flavors. You're making Android 21 as a xenomorph. I would like to see that after it's done.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Android 21 is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. Not right up at the top of the list, but as the female character, she is one of my favorites to draw. As I did a drawing of her in an anime style way back on the channel, then I did 3 months later, and I made her super realistic in comparison. And then I've got my Ashana the God Slayer, and then in that style, that was like the comic style thing. It's very iconic of like my story art and pop crosses. And then in the stream the other week, I turned it into that new style, which is like 2 months later. Here we go. I don't stick to any one style.
It's good to diversify.
Yeah, I do want to try and make this a consistent base level style now going forwards.
It's a really nice looking style.
Yeah, I'm lucky. The artists that I've been studying, a couple of them, I've managed after the Metroid and Samus stream bit, I've managed to combine them together with a bit of practice to be working to the current process of the layers, but with a slight tweak and a few little extra bits for polishing, but finishing touches at the end to try and boost them. And I think being Clip Studio Paint is a bit more vibrant than Procreate, to be honest, which is really nice. So even if I might do some sketching in Procreate at times and then drop it into Clip Studio to render it out in this style, which I still plan to do, it's a case of Clip Studio's now my main go-to, but Procreate's still better for doing rough sketches. Miles better. It's just Clip Studio's got the extra bits to make it just pop.
Yeah. I still need to try different. So many things to do, never enough time.
Yeah, I know Knight uses Clip Studio.
Right.
Which is quite cool. So, you know you said use a calculator?
Right.
Nikolai said, that makes sense. Didn't think you'd be the math type. No offense or anything.
I mean, simple math is relatively easy. You just follow basic things. But no, I'm not like a calculus whiz or anything. Like, given time, I probably could have found out what 19 times 19 was in my head, but you didn't come to this stream for math. You came for either art or watching me suffer. It's unclear at the moment. I'm kidding.
Watching you suffer as you do art.
Well, there's that. Yeah, that too.
Also, Nikolai did say, KyngPin, please finish the Uzi and Bullwinkle drawings before you start something new.
Yes. The Uzi drawing is definitely next on the list if we ever finish this emotion chart. I don't know if I'll finish the Bullwinkle drawing. I have to go back and look at it. I don't remember being super happy with how it was turning out, but I also am kind of about letting a project sit unfinished. So we'll play that one by ear. Or if not, I'll have to look through my files, but maybe I was thinking of making a video of like, oh, finishing some projects I never got around to. But I don't actually know how many of those there are. I think there's maybe like 2 off the top of my head. Granted, if I can find them in my labyrinth, that is the file explorer. But yeah, at least the Uzi one I definitely got. What?
I've got 2 I never finished.
I had more, but I've lost them to the abyss.
Yeah, I don't know if I still got them. I had the narrators at Christmas that I was drawing. I don't know if I can still find the live stream. I was drawing them all in Christmas theme, and I said I'd finish it off later, and we never did.
Right.
Yeah, so I've got narrators at Christmas that was like 8 months ago, and then 8 months. No, oh sorry, a narrator. Yeah, together like a Christmassy theme, and Envato with some kind of battle axe type thing and stuff. We never finished that. And then I had another one which was drawing something power related in the live stream. I don't think I ever finished that one off.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Other than that, everything else is like 3 or 4. I was trying to avoid having 3 or 4 things. Oh, and Perfect Cell. We were drawing Perfect Cell, we never finished that off. And the I got 4. I haven't finished off. So I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I am liking how the characters turning out in this style. It's quite cool.
Yeah, this is actually really fun. I like this a lot. It's a really cool fusion too.
Yeah, I've also tried to get characters that will go well together. I was trying to explain this on the stream yesterday. People were suggesting like do Moxie and Deku, and it's like I can't do Moxie and Deku because Deku's technically, if I want to go from the story point to being in relationships, Deku's got to be fused with someone that has a relationship fused with what Gravity Girl is, because they are the love interest between Deku and Thingy throughout the whole My Hero Academia series. So you'd want the corresponding Hello Boss characters to be fused with them to have that essence to it.
Yeah, that's what makes writing the fusion videos tricky, is like, well, I gotta now make parallels for multiple characters, but I'm only drawing one.
Yeah, but that also means, like, when you fuse them, it's not just the personalities, though. You also want, or the backstory to match. You want the personalities, and you want certain things to go together. So, like, Blitzer and Bakugo are quite good together because they're not exactly, I don't know if Blitzer's the main character and Bakugo isn't, but they are pretty, you know, they seem calm most of the time and calculated, even when they seem like insanely hot-blooded or going off the rails or whatever.
Right.
They always seem to be quite cool and calculated behind the scenes, whether it's coincidence or not in terms of what happens. And then it's also the colour schemes can work quite nicely together.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds fan says, I have a wheel of stories that I need to work on.
Like a bunch of different ones that you're developing. Yeah. It's rough because I'm now in that boat too. I was just like, oh, this could make for a cool story, but so could this, and this one, and this one, and this one. And I'm like, hey, maybe you should work on one of the ones before starting to come up with new ones.
I jot the basis for them down. in Notion, and then I have to force myself to work on the next video ones
Yeah.
more than the others, because I'm very much like, yeah, this is so cool, this is so fun, I want to. Oh, this is a good idea for another story. Ben, if Toga drank the blood of an Archon demon, would she be able to become one? It depends. In theory, based on the fact if the Archon demons are based on a quirk, or the blood of quirk users, then yes. Otherwise, no. Or she would temporarily, and then it'd probably have a backlash or some kind of side effect based on her quirk.
Right.
I'd go more of a no, to be honest.
I think she'd be able to turn into one, but not gain any of the powers, because I think that's how the quirk works.
Yeah, also the amount of blood that she drinks depends on how long she can maintain it. Often she doesn't get the powers of them, but she does have some physical enhancements like strength and that to mimic some of the more power-based users a little bit.
I guess then it would really... I mean, the base question would be, can the Archons bleed to begin with? Because if they can't, then that's our first issue.
That's not an issue. Just because they can't bleed doesn't mean, you know, you can't make them.
Anyone read the comic series Big Nate? I didn't know it was a comic series. I read the books. They were like actual air quotes novels when I was younger. But yeah, I used to read those. They're quite fun. They were like Diary of a Wimpy Kid when I had run out of Diary of a Wimpy Kid to read.
I can safely say I've not read Big Nate, was it?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Ah.
A long time after my time.
Yeah. There's even a show about... I feel like I vaguely remember hearing about the show, but I've never actually watched it myself. Yellow sclera, red eyes. Oh wait, yellow teeth too.
Do you reckon I'd get away with not being sued if I made the Hell of a Boss My Academia character fusions plushie? I think I probably would.
Yeah.
But
This is not legal
it's not
advice,
a
but
bad
I would say
idea.
probably not.
Yeah, I kind of already know the answer. I just was reading Venput Demon Archon marketable plushies, and I'm thinking, I've thought about plushies before for some of the way out. It's just figuring out what you can do and what you can't do. So original characters, easy.
Yeah.
Some of the original dragon designs, like the phobias and stuff. Sure, why not? Some of our pop culture fusions everybody loves, not a chance.
No.
like 99.9% of that cannot be done.
Yeah.
Especially anything Disney, Marvel, DC.
Oh no, I don't even try.
And anime, to be honest. All the animes can't be either.
Oh yeah.
They are really strict. You can't even put someone at Etsy without getting hit on them.
Yikes. It's okay. I only want a duck scare plushie anyway.
Oh, you're fine then. You're sorted.
I kind of wish I knew how to sew, because that would be awesome.
I've looked into it. I don't know the costs of it though. That's the thing, because I've got a few ideas that I could do for it, but it's figuring it out.
Yeah, I know from what I've seen other people do, I can only guess that it's a time-consuming process. It's an expensive process, and I think you can only get them in like bulk orders.
Yeah, you got all them like a couple hundred or a couple thousand, depending on where you get them made.
Yeah.
You can get a sample one to check the interest, but they're like between 40 to 100 quid, so or $100 type thing, just for the one-off prototype to put out there. But yeah,
I would, even if it doesn't fall through, $100 for a duck scare plushie sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. The problem is, what would I test mine on? What character would I do?
Yeah.
And how much would it cost for a character like Ashana, where she's got the extra wings at the back, or the extra things at the back that look like wings? Because they have to be attached to her back.
It's possible. I've seen it in other plushies. Stuff like that, they'd probably make them really small. The wings and stuff. Like, put them on the back, make them separable, or not separable, but like flappable, but they wouldn't be of massive size. They'd be like little pixie wings.
It's attached to it, so it couldn't get taken off.
Ah, yeah.
That way it'll be covered a bit more, which would be quite cool.
Then make one when you get older. Hey KyngPin, I heard Makeshift makes custom plushies for people. Makeshift?
Yeah, I've looked into a few like that. I've bookmarked them. I just haven't. Maybe next year. It's one of those things where you'd have to commit to it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I'll be start making plushies anytime soon. With the $4 I've made off of this channel so far. But yeah, like financing a plush campaign, I know you also have to be pretty big or popular for.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it in my head, but it is time consuming, is to come up with a design for a plushie, a single one of the series, or get a plushie for each one that you're making, a prototype, and then create a Kickstarter for it, and share it out. And then that way, if you have the Kickstarter higher than your target, obviously, and give extra rewards for it. But if you hit this target, you fund it. You hit this target, you'll be able to do extra. You know, you get extra, you'll be able to do more with it. Like either another plushie in production, or you might end up being able to, I don't know, give custom artworks out with them or something as an extra type thing to justify the higher cost.
Yeah,
you can do things like that. But the other thing to bear in mind is, as you say, the size of your channel, being able to market it enough to get the plushies and that.
Exactly. I have posted pictures of the wheels that I was talking about in the general channel. Cool. I'll give it a quick look. Ah. That's
Apple
cool.
Apple Flavor says, I keep looking at chat and then look up and I'm just looking at like, what was KyngPin drawing again? My crazy character?
Yep.
Looking crazier.
Y'all voted for a highly detailed fusion of Bakugo and Blitz to be drawn. Even though I said at the start of the stream, I gotta be somewhere today. And you're like, what if we made his job harder? You know, just for fun.
Yeah, what if we take a character that's already a complex fusion and just chip it at him and go, here you go.
No, I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out.
Yeah, it does look quite cool. I like seeing, like, of my characters, because I struggle sometimes to do them in a simpler form. Because to me, what I've got on screen is a simple form for my one. Because of the details on it. So it's like, that's the simplest form. So when I draw stuff normally, I end up going to like that level of like rough sketch that I used on that one. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't simple. When it comes to cheapy versions, I still want to put all the details in. I'm like, yeah, this still isn't simple.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to explore different styles, different levels of detail between different art styles.
Yeah, it's always a tricky thing to do.
Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna make sense. I wanna like gooberfy some of my characters. Just the big eyes and just super tiny.
Almost like the kawaii style where you've got the big cute eyes and stuff, and you've got the super like, yeah. It's kind of like a cross between chibi and kawaii, isn't it? Because they're quite similar, but they've got their distinct differences.
Yeah, I did a few shorts on them like almost a year ago, but like, yeah, it's just like. All right, I'm gonna try. I don't know how well this is gonna work out render-wise, but I'm gonna try this.
If you do the yellow on another layer, after you do it on another layer and set it to like a add layer or something, you might be able to mimic the effect a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because it's an add glow layer on top of like an overlaid like layer. That's just got, I think, if that I'm right, that's what it did. But I don't know all the layers that Photoshop does.
Right. I know which one you're referring to though.
And I did my smoke that way because that explosive smoke and that, because I can't really draw explosions very well with a cloud and that. I wanted to show bits of the hand for it, like it's starting off to go boom, but at the same time I'm like, I can't draw these well. I spent a bit of time trying to get transparent and it just did not look right for the love of me.
I see. It's all right. Honestly.
That's looking quite cool.
Yeah, I think it's just like the back one that I'm not too happy about. Like the initial base of it. It's not my favorite.
Ark finished his if I recall, Steampunk Hamburger talking to a cyberpunk chili dog.
Oh, awesome.
We'll have to check that out in a little bit.
Yeah. We're coming close to when I would like to wrap up, just so I can get ready for my other thing. So
cool.
Not entirely sure if we'll do an artist showcase today. I was talking about it earlier because I don't want to rush through it and just be like, oh, that's cool, next, that's cool, next. I want to give a little bit of time to each one, so, and it's not fair to the people who spent time working on the art to be like, oh, yeah, cool, next. So, whatever anyone that is not the right tool. Whatever you posted in the artist showcase for stream, keep it there, and we will explore it most likely in a stream. I know we were thinking about doing like we all get together and review it, so
yeah, that'd be quite good to do in one, or even doing one where we say what we would do differently, maybe, and then we just do a quick sketch or something, not honest.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And just saying, kind of like how we would have approached doing that character. Almost not a full redraw in my style or redraw how we do it, but how we would tweak what's originally there to make what's there a bit more like, you know, draw lines over the top of a faded transparent image or something to do that. Or, you know, next to it, just do a sketch saying if you actually took the rough basics of a sketch and you actually moved it from here, you just tweak this here and here a little bit more by moving this a bit and this a bit, maybe you'll get a much more dynamic pose like this.
Yeah.
The starting point. Some foundational tips in a review video on a stream or something would be quite cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fazbear says, KyngPin, could you please make a channel on the Discord server for us to post references for drawing poses, characters, and stuff? We could request for different references for characters. I would, if you're doing that, I'd put down the ruling that because it's going to be available to everyone, it has to be suitable for everyone for the poses and stuff you put in there.
But overall, that's a really good idea.
It is. Otherwise, you'd have to make a second one, which was age restricted.
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
Channels. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I sent KyngPin my reference post or one of my reference things for dragons the other day from Pinterest, didn't I? The other week, a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Gave you a link to a Pinterest board that had all my references that I use for those.
All right, now the explosions are looking cool.
Oh, they're looking awesome. Oh, I forgot I had the finger smudge tool on. Oh, I've missed the trick on mine.
Yeah, liquefy.
No, not even liquefy. They've got literally your blur tool. This one called fingertip, and it's like a fingertip just smudging it.
Oh yeah.
Which is quite cool. It's basically the smudge tool that you've got, or a bit of liquefy, but you can actually get some really good control on it.
Yeah.
Ark says, can I ask something? And then I'm not sure what Apple Flavors put, but Ark said no, and now I've got a sad face.
Yeah, you go ahead, Ark. Ask away.
What are your thoughts on Gentle Criminal KyngPin, and did you see the new episodes on My Hero Academia?
Gentle was an interesting villain. Definitely not my favorite out of this season. I think overhaul was pretty good, although I definitely did not appreciate him as much as I should have when he first aired. Once I got more into voice act, well, it's more from a performance standpoint rather than a character standpoint, but once I got more familiar with voice acting and who voices what, I'm like, oh wow, that's actually really cool. And so now I appreciate that character more. Gentle was there actually no, I really did like that entire arc. I just thought Gentle was a very interesting type of character, especially in today's day and age where it's, well, My Hero isn't that old, but essentially having a YouTuber as a villain I thought was pretty interesting. But like his motivations, powers are all very unique and cool, and I enjoyed him. And I'll admit the design of him is also really cool. I hope you like that answer, because I'm pretty sure I went from he's all right to yeah, I actually really like him in about 3 seconds.
Well, you went for I don't like him, he's all right. Okay, I like him.
Yeah.
I like him for the design, and I think the aspect I like really well on Gentle Criminal is how they introduced him, because it wasn't the typical way of introducing a villain, as in the complete way of doing it.
Yeah.
Because they introduced him, if I remember rightly, they introduced him attacking Deku when he was trying to get somewhere, and then he kind of fought him for a bit, and then he did the non-typical thing of not even actually getting into a proper fight with him and just saying, okay, we'll see you later, bye.
Yeah.
That was how it felt. It was like, before he even got to do anything fun or exciting or extravagant, he just got It's just like, yeah, okay, well, we'll remove this character for a few episodes and bring him back later. It's like, wait, what happened to the guy that he just met? That was just like, you know, practically kicking his ass.
Yeah. It was a good dichotomy between the darker Shihisaikai arc and then the school festival arc.
I
Also,
like
the song
Vigilante art.
The what?
The Deku Vigilante art.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
The way he goes up on his own, I like that, and I also like the way that they bring him back. I'm not going to do any spoilers for anybody. You guys will probably know in the chat, but you know, I just think that story had the full circle from his first time in the class, where he had the respect of some but not everyone, to even the ones that Bakugo, who doesn't like him. Even though he's like idiot how he normally was to him, he was also, you could also see the respect that he built up for him throughout the series and stuff, and the way that he brought it back and how they stood up, and then all the people suddenly realized actually it's not what they thought. It was flipped on the perspective. He's doing this for them going out on his own, not to cause them to be locked into those secure sections and stuff.
Right. That's about the last thing I saw. So, Arc. No, was it Arc? It wasn't Arc. Who was it? Apple Flavors? Who said it? Why can't I find the message anymore?
It was Arc for Gentle Criminal.
Oh, it was Arc. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I have not seen any of the new episodes after that. I've seen up to, I believe it's season 6. And then I just haven't gotten back into it yet, because I believe 7 is out now, or premiering now. And then I don't know how far 7 goes, but I know the manga ended. So maybe the anime's gonna end soon. I kind of hope it doesn't. I hope they take their time with it so they can tell the complete story. But yeah, that's all I was able to get to. I haven't seen anything past 6. What I missed? Not much, Nikolai. We voted on the next one. We're drawing Dempsey's fusion of Bakugo and Blitz. Which, I'm going to be honest, is going to actually really stick out from the rest of the chart, because if we're looking at it, where's the reference image? Where did the reference image go? Wait, no, seriously, where did the reference image go? Uh-oh. There we go. There's the reference. If we're being honest and we're looking at this chart, like, there's just like character, and then all of a sudden, oh, here's a fusion of characters. Where did that come from?
With explosions to draw attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it also has a different lighting style than the rest of them.
Because of the explosions on it.
Yeah. But I love under-lighting things, so I am okay with this.
I gotta say, the lighting on when I was doing it was just so difficult to figure out.
Yeah.
Because the original pose had to hang down a bit, and then I thought I'll bring it up and do the blast coming out. And then I did the lighting from the angle, but I had to bear in mind where I want the blast to be later. So it's like I had to work with the lighting as in a light source down at the bottom, coming back out, which is a bit of a oh my god moment. Although I have employed every single trick so far, bar one for artists on my fusion streams, other than flipping the canvas, because I don't want to, because I know it will look bad. It's a case of I've done the grayscale for the values, I've then upped the values a bit more with the lighting and the contrast at the end. I've done the flats, I've done stuff in different layers so I can tweak them, do that and merge them down. I've duplicated stuff to keep it and then flattened them. I've done thinking about the lighting and the composition in place. I stretched them up and then tried working on a background that makes it like they pop out the page with the contrasting colours from the warmer colours at the front to the darker colours at the back deliberately. So like on the reference of this one, you'll see them pop more. Then the glow behind it on certain areas of the hair or the body to stand out from the rest of the picture. So I've been using every trick I know to work on this to do. And then obviously like the erasing bits of certain bits and the shadows to make them more softer to give quite a cool effect on them as you look at them. I try to employ everything I know into each of these illustrations. And
that's awesome.
I think that's as far as I want to go on the stream, and then I look at them later and I think, I know what I want to do, but I'm going to mess it up if I try to do it because I can't do that yet. I don't have to do that yet.
Yeah.
Which is, so to me, they're unfinished pieces. There's an extra layer of highlights that aren't on them.
I think once we finish this one, we're going to call it for the stream, just because I want to make sure I am ready to go once it starts. So I think just a few more touches. We're gonna fill in that one space that I now realize I forgot to. Whoops. Just a little square right here that past the coloring. There we go. But yeah, awesome. Thank you everyone for, well, okay, I'm not gonna do outros just yet, but I forgot what I was doing for a second. I'm like, all right, stream is over as I'm actively working. KyngPin, help. People want to turn me into a bowling ball or hippopotamus. Please, no type of alchemy in the chat. It's very wild and unpredictable, and you will not get the results you want for unless you provide equivalent exchange. And, you know, that's just really hard to determine. So please refrain from turning anybody into anything else in the chat. I'm gonna have to put that in the chat rules now. Ads. Nah, I'm sorry, Nikolai. All right. I think that's it. I think that's gonna do it for this stream. He appears to be all drawn. Might just maybe add a little bit more. Nope, that's... Oh, what have I done? Whoops. Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna color this X completely in. So that the lighting actually shows up on it, and then I'm gonna use a second one to add shadows. Lighting effects just do not work on pure white, and it's very annoying.
Yeah, they have some kind of weird glow effect on it, which is why I was kind of surprised when I did the background. You know that thin square on the image yesterday of the Mimiko Toga Lily?
Right.
it kind of inherited all my glow effects from the layer above and changed the color of the white to be the different reds and oranges, and it looks so cool. But I was like, wait, but that was white. How come the rectangle didn't do that?
Yeah.
I got an idea what the difference was between the two. Just how certain layer orderings affect the layers in Clip Studio a certain way, and I don't understand it, but it looks cool.
Blitz. What was it? My Hell of
Academia. Yeah. Boss. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I could put boss in it, because it's like, how can I combine these? Maybe I should do my Hell of Academia boss.
F for Adam. For some reason, this one wasn't named. Has been Hotel.
Or maybe I should call it
Wait.
My Hella Bossademia.
All right. That's 2 more in the books, meaning we will be, hopefully, finishing this up next time. Apologies for that. I really thought we would finish today, but I do have something that I need to do, and I would like to take a little bit of time to prepare for it, because I agreed to help somebody out with something, and it is something that I have not quite done before. So I'm gonna be having a new experience tonight, and hopefully it goes well. I'm going to like a voice actor workshop thing, so it should be quite interesting.
He's gonna do improv. He doesn't know what he's doing yet.
Nah, improv was 2 weeks ago. But
no,
yes,
voice actor improv. Let's see what voices you can do on the fly.
that's essentially what happens during boss level. All right, wow, things are looking really good. Thank you all so much for joining, and we will finish this. We have 1 more character to choose, and then we've reserved the final spot of C5 for it to be me, and that's going to be the hardest one, because I'm not very good at drawing people based on, real life people. So that one should be fun.
So guys, get your fan art in on the Discord of your drawings of KyngPin, so you can draw one of them instead.
Yes.
Easy.
And apologies, we are a little pressed for time today, so there won't be an artist showcase. However, keep your artwork in the Discord channel, and we will go over them at some point. Hopefully in the next stream, because I anticipate maybe it's going to be hard to say, because it's 2, we've done 2 in a stream, but next stream might run on the little shorter side, because we only have so much to do left, and then we can dedicate more time to an artist showcase. But thank you all so much for watching. Dempsey, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all in the video tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.